live here?
No, he lives in Michigan.
But you live here?
Yeah, I met him here.
Hey, you're on spring break.
I met him here like in the beginning of March.
That's dangerous. You're playing a dangerous game right now. It's spring break. I don't know.
I know. I'm locked in.
All right, guys. I interviewed that girl, and she said she had a boyfriend in Michigan. Wow, what the fuck is going on, bro? Unacceptable behavior. Like I said, if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend and they come to Fort Lauderdale on spring break it off.
He got pinned to the top comment saying, "No way, this is how I find out. My brother in Christ, she's holding a vape while partying during spring break in Fort Lauderdale. She has more red flags than a Chinese parade. At that point, you damn near played yourself."
It's an evil world we live in.
You're always using me for content. You don't even talk to me in real life. Like, you only call me when you're on stream, and you're streaming 5 hours a day constantly. Like, you only talk to your chat. If you don't end the stream right now, I'm gonna break up with you. Like, actually.
Yo, chat, what should I do?
Holla back, I'll do your face.
I love bad bitches. That's
I look like you do? You don't. I get it.
He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
And she's absolutely right. With all these fake bodies out here, we want women to know that we love y'all natural figures, especially when y'all take care of yourselves.
I said I like women. Women.
You really want to go 100%?
Yeah. Because it hurts, but I can feel that you're holding back.
I'll do 50.
60.
I'll do 50 most.
60.
I'll do 30.
Damn. Nigga, your health fit critical hit. You one shot away, literally.
Hey, go kiss everyone then. Go kiss everyone then.
No.
Go kiss everyone. This is exactly why I don't kiss her, guys. Because I'm gonna have the whole school bus in my mouth. Now she mad at me, Chad, when she wanted to kiss another dude.
Young guys gotta learn it early. I don't care how easy it is. Don't waste your time with a woman that's not even respectable. Go find a respectable woman that's not addicted to attention.
I have a whole kid. And what?
I'm sorry, you got a whole
And
kid.
what? And what?
I'm sorry, you got a whole kid.
And what?
I'm sorry.
And what? And what?
I'm sorry, you got a whole
And
kid.
what?
Notice how everybody's just laughing, and I've said this multiple times on this channel. In my personal experience, I've seen more women hit men than I have men hit women. It just goes underreported. Either way is wrong. That's just what I've noticed in my own personal experience.
Whoa! Gas is $5.19? Oh my god, where? Yeah, no, you can't fix her.
I don't want to be with my husband anymore. His energy is impacting my energy. I got with my husband out of potential. He had the potential to be a great earner, to be a great father. And you know what? He is a great father, a great provider. He's not a great partner. I am chaotic and wild, and I love that about me. And for the longest time, he anchored me. He held me down. I would be fine doing everything on my own. He just makes things a little easier with childcare and money and money. Maybe he'll change. He won't. And if he does change, it's not at the pace that I am changing. And I am changing so rapidly. I need to fly away. I want this dissolved.
A few moments later.
I feel like I've been going through the stages of grief of my marriage for the past 4 years. I got sober, I got healthy, and I realized if I worked on myself enough, then we would fit better. So much couples counseling, so much individual therapy, so much internal trauma work only made our disconnect stronger.
I've literally heard women say, I hate men. And death to the patriarchy,
Of course.
all these things.
Wait a second. Death to the patriarchy means death to the societal structures in which give men more societal power than women for no reason. A lot of these ideas of what you think misandry is are just your misogynistic instincts and assumptions being exposed.
Yeah, so now you're assuming that I'm misogynistic.
The
Do you
definition.
think he's misogynistic?
Yeah, probably. I think we all are a little bit, some more than others.
Wow.
Yeah. I think misogyny can linger in so many ways that we don't even realize. This just happened last week with me. Someone was like, oh yeah, Dr. Berg moved to another institution. I said, oh, where'd he go? That's an example of it. I assumed that Dr. Berg was a man. That's the type of underlying misogyny that many of us have.
What a girl. I mean, isn't that just a misunderstanding?
It's not because no. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's not because your assumption is doctor is associated with man, when women can be doctors too. Why doesn't the assumption go to women being doctors?
I guess we grow up where a lot of people just assume that men are doctors.
Part 2 of kissing a random D1 women's basketball player. This is Gracie. She's 6'6". All right, Gracie, get ready for me. She was absolutely breathtaking, 10 out of 10. Now Gracie gets to be added to the wall of victims.
Come on, man, get your freaky ass on, man, on King David.
A group of 11-year-olds, like literally no older than 11, just asked if I would pop a titty for the boys. I've never turned redder. Like, I always get intimidated when I walk by like a group of like little boys. They freak me out. Like, I normally have like a comeback to like rude cat calls, but I've like never been more embarrassed. I like stumbled over my words. That was so unexpected.
Well, this is just late stage sexual revolution. What do you expect when you live in a hypersexualized society? And it might be different for the female algorithm, but the moment you sign off as a man on any app, you can't even open the app without seeing somebody's butt cheeks bouncing on your screen.
They shake their ass.
The funniest part is the people who cheer it on are almost always grown-ass women or horny men. But the majority of the cheering comes from other women. And then you act surprised when young boys are exposed to this and start to become more sexually aggressive towards women. You don't shame public sexual immorality because you want to limit adults. You do it because you want to protect the kids. We failed to do that as a society, and this is the result of that. More young girls going on OnlyFans and more young boys being sexually aggressive towards women.
You really think young women are watching Bonnie Blue 1,000 Men and going, I think I could do that.
Yes, I can prove it. And here's how I can prove it. 10 years ago, when OnlyFans started, there were not very many creators on it doing pornography. As this has become normalized and as there have been certain breakout stars, this is very mainstream and very popular, famous women.
Wait, so how does that prove that young women are watching it and going, ooh, now I should f 1,000 men?
My husband just was on a podcast with a girl who was like, yeah, I dropped my OnlyFans while I was still in high school. I started thinking about it when I was 15. And she literally said, I'm watching all these famous women make bank and become famous. They can get plastic surgery. And I want that. I don't want to work a wage slave job my whole life. So I started planning early. This is the result. It matters what we do and it matters what we popularize in the culture. And to say it doesn't and to pretend like, well, it shouldn't matter what I do. It does matter what you do. And that's what you realize when you get older.
Yeah, exactly. You can think whatever you want, but you will and should be judged more based on what you do. There's no net benefit for OnlyFans being in society, and I've yet to hear an argument that changes my mind about that topic. It's bad for men, women, boys, and girls, and the only people who benefit from it are the people that are pimping them out on the websites.
Okay, with all the money that you made last year, why haven't you bought a chain?
I'm be honest, right? I feel like I'm just not no like super materialistic for real. Honestly, if you getting it,
why does that matter?
You know you got it. You ain't gotta go chain on them.
So you wouldn't buy me no designer?
What?
Nah, I mean, not necessarily. I be with the designer, but it's like ain't really at that level to cop every day.
Okay.
Trying to jump out and do too much. I be on some cool shit.
You just not.
That ain't on my fit. I'm on some
chill shit.
Some
that shit cool.
You on some chill shit.
I know your fit probably was $13.50.
No. My fit wasn't.
Fit?
It was $50.
Yeah,
not $13 though.
Yeah, my shoes cost more than y'all.
But you can't say anything about my fit. We're talking about yours.
Why the fuck
not?
not?
But look though, I got a question for you. Like,
yeah.
Is like a man that has like materialistic things like really important to you though? Like chain, design on, because I see that's what you asked about.
No, it's not important to me. It's just where's his money going?
That?
So if you don't got it on,
hey, nah, what?
That means you're not getting it.
Bro, that's crazy.
Damn.
He said he don't have it like that to go buy a chain.
Okay.
A chain is not that much.
For real?
Your shit fake.
It's not. It's a girl's chain.
Yeah, I've grown to understand that a lot of women don't want a rich man. They want a baller. And I've noticed this because men get called cheap for being frugal, but that's the discipline that makes you rich. You don't become rich from being a baller. You become rich from having financial discipline.
Motherfucker. I just gotta do it. If I do it, I won't have to do it. But the longer I don't do it, the more I have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've grown to understand that a lot of women don't want a rich man. They want a baller. And I've noticed this because men get called cheap for being frugal, but that's the discipline that makes you rich. You don't become rich from being a baller. You become rich from having financial discipline.
Now, this is what happens after you die. No matter how rich you get in life, no matter how hard you work, when you die, you lose everything. You cannot take any of this with you. Just remember, everyone, regardless of your status, memories mean more than possessions, because when you go, you cannot take any of this with you.
Huh? What's that? Why are so many young men becoming right-wing? Well, clearly they must have seen a single Andrew Tate clip one time and that activated the, the misogyny gene buried deep within their genome. The epigenetics. Yeah, that happened. That's a normal person thing to think. That is actually an example of magical thinking. Magical Harry Potter thinking, and that's actually paradoxically why so many young men are becoming right-wing. If we were normal people in a normal country, we would examine things like, what are the material conditions? The cringe, irrelevant material conditions of young men. How exactly has social policy for the past 30 years worked to shape those material conditions in profound ways? But we don't do that. Instead, we invite the creators of Adolescence, an imaginary TV show about imaginary events and imaginary people. We invite them to advise Parliament on how to better censor the internet, to avoid future imaginary events that have never actually happened from happening. That's what we do instead. It's a real mystery why young men are becoming so radicalized. I just can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, there's a show on Netflix right now called Adolescence, and it's crazy. It's a fictional story about a 13-year-old boy who stabs a girl because she bullies him and rejects him on a date. In the show, they directly reference the manosphere. They say that the manosphere is radicalizing 13-year-old boys to be more sexually degenerate and violent, I guess. They talk about something called the 80-20 rule, where 80% of women are attracted to 20% of men, and they literally quote Andrew Tate's name.
What have you done? Banged by a girl, you sausage.
You're not getting it.
What am I not getting?
Dad, you're not reading what they're doing. It's a call to action by the manosphere. 80% of women are attracted to 20% of men. You must trick them because you'll never get them in a normal way.
This is them discussing it in Parliament.
Everyone is talking about Adolescence, the series by Knowsley's own Stephen Graham and Christine Tamarco. It highlights online male radicalisation and violence against girls. The creators of the show are calling for screenings in Parliament and schools to spark change. So will the Prime Minister back this campaign to counter toxic misogyny early and give young men the role models they deserve?
Yeah. Prime Minister. Yes, and at home we are watching Adolescence with our children. I've got a 16-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl, and it's a very, very good documentary to watch, or drama. This violence carried out by young men, influenced by what they see online, is a real problem. It's abhorrent, and we have to tackle it. We are putting in specialist rape and sexual offences teams in every police force, doing work on the 999 calls. But this is also a matter of culture that I think it's important that across the whole House we tackle this emerging and growing problem.
Guys, a government is using a fictional story to justify bringing in male role models to teach young boys in school how to behave masculine. For some reason, I got an idea of exactly what they're going to try to teach these boys. You don't teach young boys how to deal with their emotions like girls. You teach young boys how to channel their emotions into passion so that they can create. Tell them to join a football team, an MMA club. That's how men express their emotions. We create. We channel it into passion and create things. They think that it's going to help to teach young boys to be outwardly emotional, but really that's just going to cause situations like what this movie is about to become real. If I was in the UK, I would be really paying attention to what the government wants to do to those little boys, because I guarantee you it's going to result in them trying to turn those little boys into little girls. That's been a thing in society for a while now. We have to protect our boys from these types of systems more than ever. Guys, don't forget to become a member of the Patreon. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments and in the description down below. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or a L, and give me the HBO special. That's a Help Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.